to open up. I haven't opened up my thing yet. Sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There I am. Okay. Are you guys just waiting on me? I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
I thought I was... 21 questions. This is 9, right? This is chapter 9, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. Who would you like to read?
I'll read. Who's going to read? Is that Mackenzie?
I can do it, but
I don't care, really.
I don't read well.
You're so cute, Raquel.
You do. Just in English, it's harder, right?
I'm very slow.
Yes. Okay, I can read. Do you want me to, Mackenzie?
okay.
I don't care.
Hmm.
Okay. Question 3. Which hypothesis involves equality?
The null.
So the null hypothesis, the alternative, the true hypothesis.
It's the null.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, of course, see, now I'm asking something. Equals the status quo, which involves equality. So you guys think it's the null?
Yeah, if you look in the summary of the reading, it says that the null hypothesis is the foundational assumption about a population and represents the status quo. It is a statement of equality.
Of equality. I see that. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the equal and not equal things when you're comparing them. So, okay. All right. The p-value is the probability of obtaining a sample statistic at least as extreme as the one that was actually observed. Use this information to answer the next question. So question 4, remember that the p-value is the probability of obtaining a sample statistic at least as extreme as the one that was actually observed. When computing the p-value, which hypothesis do you assume to be true?
Is it still the null?
Yeah, it's the null. In the summary
Yeah,
again
that's
of the
correct.
reading.
Yeah, I see that.
It says it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay. Suppose the null hypothesis is, how do we say that? H?
Yeah, we just say H-O.
H-O, okay. I could remember the correct way. Is the mean equals 10? Use this information to answer the next 3 questions. So, which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a two-tailed test? Oh boy. So we have the mean is less than 10, the mean is greater than 10. Oh, this is the alternative, yeah, the alternatives. So the mean is not equal to 10 and the mean is equal to 10.
I would say not equal.
Which of the following represents the alternative for a two-tailed test?
The tail is
Well, that's the one that's equal and not equal, right?
One tail is greater than, like low, less than, but when it like.
So you're cutting out. I'm sorry. You're cutting out. I can't hear you very well. So which one did you guys think? I think it's the third one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep.
Yeah, does everybody agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Question 6. Which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a left-tailed test? So we got the mean is less than 10, the mean is greater, not equal, and equal.
Isn't it less than?
I think it's less than.
Yeah.
Less than alternative for a left. Yeah, I think that's correct. Because that's less than. Okay. I think that's right. All right. Question 7. Which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a right-tailed test? Well, that would be greater than. The min is greater than 10.
Yep.
Okay. So the next one says, remember that we determine the outcome of a hypothesis test by comparing the p-value to the level of significance, or is that alpha?
Standard.
Or what is that little curly thingy there?
Oh, that's
or
alpha.
that little, that's alpha. Is that alpha? It looks like an A.
Yeah.
Use this information to answer the next 2 questions. Okay. Which relationship would result in failing to reject the null hypothesis? So it's either the p-value is greater than A, alpha, is that right? P-value is less than that, the p-value is greater than the z-score. I think that's what that means, or the p-value is less than the z-score.
When the p-value is less than alpha.
When the p-value is what?
Yeah. When
If the p-value is less than, we reject the null. It's in the summary of the reading.
I can't even read my printouts. It's so tiny.
Oh.
I need to print it out bigger. Okay, so we're saying, I'm sorry, say that again.
If the p-value is less than alpha, we reject the null.
If it's less than alpha.
Failing reject. Right. So it's A.
What?
So the so the result is
In the summary, it says that if the p-value is less than alpha, we reject the null.
Yeah, I read
So
that.
it would be the second one.
If the p-value is less than alpha.
So the question is asking for failing, no to reject.
Oh, good catch there, Raquel.
Which relationship would result in failing to reject?
So it would be the p-value being greater than alpha.
Okay.
Okay.
Failing to reject. Okay. All right. Everybody agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Question 9. Which relationship would result in rejecting the null hypothesis?
P-value is less than.
P-value less than alpha. Okay. Okay. The next one is an insurance company is reviewing its current policy rates. When originally setting the rates, they believe that the average claim amount was $1,500. They are concerned that the true mean is actually higher than this. Use this information for the next 2 questions. So which of the following would be the appropriate alternative hypothesis? So it would be,
It's greater.
the average claim, it would be, the true mean is actually higher, so it would be greater than the 1,500. Is that what you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's
It's what?
number C.
Yeah, the third one? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Which of the following would be the appropriate null hypothesis? The average claim amount is equal to 1,500. The average claim is not equal to 15. The average claim is greater than, or the average claim is less than.
Equal.
Well, they originally said the average claim was 1,500.
Is it equal?
Okay.
I think it's equal.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
It's not equal or not equal for the null hypothesis. Yeah, that's right. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we're on to the next one. The insurance company randomly selects 40 claims and calculates a sample mean of X bar equal to 1650. Use this information to answer the next 3 questions. So question 12, the insurance company assumes the distribution of the sample mean is normal. Is this a good assumption? So we have a sample. So is this where we have to do the z-score?
No, because you don't have a standard deviation. We're just making an inference.
Okay. So the insurance company says the distribution is normal.
They would say yes.
Does the rule it has to be 30 for it to be like normally?
Oh yeah, normally distributed.
Like, does that apply to this lesson?
Mhm.
Yeah, it will apply going forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it is a good assumption, since the sample is large, is not a good assumption since the sample size is small. It is good since the population is normal. It
I would
is
say
not a good assumption.
it's large.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Mhm.
That makes sense? I think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 13. What theorem or law justifies your answer to the previous question?
Law
That
of
is
The central limit theorem.
theorem.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, question 14. Which of the following is the test statistic as defined in this lesson? So we've got X bar, Z, S, and N.
The z-score.
The test statistic.
Yeah, if you could the lesson, the test, like is the z.
The z-score?
Mhm.
Does everybody agree?
This one I have no idea.
I was trying to find
agree
it.
along.
Where did you find, where is that, Raquel?
Let me just find it in that.
I was just trying to find, oh, it's, okay.
So since we can use to determine if X is far value, this is value.
Okay, yeah, right here it's under 4.2. Sorry, Raquel, you're kind of cutting in and out, so I don't know if you said this.
Okay.
But it's under 4.2 test statistic, and it says where Z is the test statistic.
Mhm.
So that sounds right. Okay, everybody ready to go on?
Yeah.
Okay, the historical mean of sales receipts at a grocery store is $150 with standard deviation of 40. The store manager suspects that the average has decreased. She sets up a hypothesis test with the hypotheses. So we've got the null hypothesis is the mean is equal to 150, and the alternative is the mean is less than 150. She will use a level of significance of alpha equal to 0.05. She then takes a simple random sample of 36 sales receipts from her store and computes X bar equals to 144. Okay, so what is the z-score associated with the test? Okay. So so the mean, let's see. Standard deviation. 36. So okay. Oops. Okay, guys. What did you get?
I got negative 0.901.
I got negative 0.9. It might have to do with all those sixes.
I got confused. Did you subtracted like 144 minus 1 or
That's what I did. Right? We would take the 144 minus the mean, which was 150.
Right.
Divided by 40, divided by the square root of 36.
Yes.
That's what I did.
That's what I did too.
Okay, let's try.
Try what?
Let's try it again.
Okay. So 6 point 11 and a 7.
you got 0.9.
I got negative 0.9.
Okay.
I must be doing.
Huh?
I must be doing something.
Which I got negative 0.901. Because you round it.
I did the 6 because you get a negative 6 over
6.66.
6.6 all the way, like 6.11 sixes and then a 7.
Okay.
So that's how I put it in, and I got negative 0.9.
And I put it every whole number.
Yeah, I put in all the numbers. I didn't round it because I didn't think we were supposed to.
We're not. My calculator would only give me 2.
Oh.
I'm not using my normal.
Oh, your normal one. Okay. So what did everybody else get? Did you get that, Raquel and Mackenzie?
Are you talking about 15 or 15?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, so now I got negative 0.900.
Okay, that's what I got.
90 or just 9?
I just got 9.
I got 0.
Yeah, negative 0.9.
So just 9.
Yeah, that's what mine came up as.
9.
Then why does it say around the 3 decimal places?
Well, I guess if there were numbers after that.
Trying to make us go crazy.
Yes.
Wait, Crystal, did you get negative 0.9?
Yeah, I got negative 0.901 just because my calculator, but
Okay.
I can see how it's just negative 0.9.
Okay. So question 16, what is the p-value associated with the z-score from the previous question?
We just go to the app.
Oh, we got to go to the applet?
Yes.
Okay, hang on. I gotta. Yeah, the probability. Okay. So where's the quiz? So what is the p-value? P-value associated. At least is extreme. So we don't know. In other words, our p-value is extreme or more extreme.
So that's both sides of the tails.
Yeah.
Extreme or more extreme. Okay. So is it the 0.3681?
Yes.
In the top? Okay.
So it's 0.368.
0.368. Okay. Okay, question 17. Did you get that?
Sorry.
Everybody? Okay. What inference would you make about the null hypothesis for this problem? So we would reject it or fail to reject it.
So we fail.
Yeah.
It's more
Can
than.
Can you explain that to me? Because I don't know why. I think it's the wording of the fail to reject and reject, and I mean it's just confusing to me. So how do you determine that?
The p-value is
the p-value
less than. Sorry guys, I'm eating.
That's okay. Less than what?
It's less than the null hypothesis of 150.
Of 150. Okay.
So if the p-value is less than alpha, then we reject.
Then we reject it. Okay.
Yep.
In this case, we have alpha 0.5, but we got in the p-value 3.68.
Oh.
So it's like 36%.
So you're talking about the level of significance of alpha equals 0.5?
Yeah.
So because it's less than that?
We reject
Is that we reject it? Oh, okay. All right.
So we are rejecting it?
No. Reject.
Sorry.
We're rejecting it.
The p-value is greater than alpha.
Okay.
So we're rejecting the null hypothesis, correct?
Yeah, we're not.
Okay, so are we rejecting the null hypothesis or failing to reject?
I thought it was the first one. Is that right?
Second, right?
No. It's the second one.
Okay, one or two, guys.
I think it's two.
So you think it's fail to reject?
Yes, because it is greater than the alpha.
Because what?
Because the p-value is greater than alpha.
Okay. All righty. Does everybody agree with that?
Yes.
18. What is your conclusion for this problem? We have insufficient evidence that the true population mean is 150. We have sufficient evidence that the true population mean is 150. We have insufficient evidence that it is less than 150, and we have sufficient evidence that the true population is less than 150. So if we reject it, no, we fail to reject it. This is so confusing. They should have figured out an easier way to explain this.
Maybe the fourth one?
Is less than 150. We have sufficient evidence.
We have. Yes, I think it's 4. Oh no.
So it's either it is.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah.
Oh, it's less than 150, right?
Yeah.
Do we have enough evidence though?
Yeah, we don't have evidence. Fail.
So if the p-value is less than, okay, conversely, if the p-value is greater than alpha, we fail to reject it. So if the p-value is less than alpha, we reject the null hypothesis. So is that what we did?
We did not reject.
So on here it says, if the p-value is less than alpha, we reject it. So the alpha is 0.05, correct?
Right.
And then we got 0.368.
It says if it's less than alpha, we reject. If the p-value is not less, then we fail to reject. So if alpha is 0.05 and our p-value is I'm gonna have to look at my. I don't remember. 368. Then it's above. So it's not less than. Which is why we failed to reject.
So it's higher than. Right. Okay. So it's higher than. Okay.
So in our conclusion, we have. Where is it that says that? Sorry, guys.
It's okay. I'm just confused at this point.
She's the third.
What did she say?
I think it's the third because we don't have evidence that the alternative hypothesis is true, so we fail. Sufficient evidence. So I think it's the third because it says we have evidence. Situation means one.
We rejected. Okay, so we rejected it. We used the same P-light as last for rejected. This is our standard determined null, should be rejected.
Hold on, guys. I'm getting to it.
Yes.
And now I'm in the type 1 and type 2 errors. The true population mean is 150.
Because it's essence that accept the null hypothesis. We can just reject it or and if we choose the second one,
Well, if we didn't reject it, then shouldn't the mean be equal to 150? Because that's the hypothesis, right?
That's the null, yeah.
So if we didn't reject it, which is what we did, then it must be one of the first two. Or am I totally doing it wrong?
But we are.
I think I found it. Less than alpha rejects. There is sufficient evidence to suggest the body temperature in adults is different from 98.6. So I would agree with you. The mean is equal to 150.
Okay.
I would say we have sufficient evidence.
That's what I think.
But I thought the mean.
That's where I'm hung up.
What?
I'm hung up on sufficient and insufficient.
I know.
I think I want to say it's insufficient.
Yeah, I think
Well, then how would we know that it was right if we had insufficient evidence?
because
I don't know.
I think we are we're trying to all right, they're not
We're saying that we know that we can fail to reject the hypothesis based upon what alpha and p-value is. But we don't have more than that to provide you know, enough evidence to say that for sure we know that the mean is 150.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. I could be totally wrong.
Well, we could try it and see if we get it right or wrong, I guess, right?
So what do you think?
Oh, because this says at the bottom of this page, it says, we can only gather evidence. Okay, if we get enough evidence, we reject the null hypothesis. So we didn't reject it. So it might be that first one. We have insufficient evidence. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I think it's the same.
Oh, if we are unable to reject the original hypothesis, we do not conclude that it is correct. We do not know. It's true and gather evidence against it. In other words, we do research to gather evidence against the hypothesis. We conclude that it was false if we gather enough evidence. So I think I'm going to put A, the first one, and then I guess we can just see if that's right. What do you guys think?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
You know what? Aquí in the preparation, it says that they state your conclusion in terms alternative.
I have a hard time hearing you, Raquel, because you kind of cut in and out. Maybe it's my computer, I don't know.
No, it's not yours because that's happening to me too.
Is it? So, do you think it's something else, Raquel?
In the preparation,
yeah,
it says state your conclusion in terms of the alternative hypothesis.
Uh-huh.
I think it should say something about the alternative hypothesis and not the hypothesis.
So do you think it's number two?
So I think it's number 3. Because 1 and 2, it says about the topic, the null hypothesis.
Okay.
I really don't know, guys. I'd have to dig into it deeper, I guess.
Yeah.
So are we gonna say 3?
Let's just say 3.
All right, we'll say 3. Okay, question 19, are we ready? You guys ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. There are 2 types of errors that can be made when performing a hypothesis test. Which one involves rejecting the null hypothesis when the null hypothesis is true? Is that a type 1?
Yes.
I think if you reject it, then it's a type 1.
It's a type 1.
Which is totally weird to me too, but that's okay. Do you guys
If you see the little boxes.
Yeah, I got the box. It just is. I just think there's got to be an easier way to explain this stuff. I don't know. Okay. 20, question 20. A researcher decided that instead of using a level of significance of alpha equal to 0.5, he will use alpha equals 0.01. Which of the following will be true? The probability of a type 1 error will increase, or the probability of a type 2 error will increase, or the probability that the null hypothesis is true will decrease. His experiment will be more scientifically valid. So it's a lower level. So the most common value for alpha is 0.05. So when a null hypothesis is true, there is a 1. Okay. Other common choices for alpha include 0.1 and 0.01. Sorry, I'm just reading, guys.
No, me too.
Let's see.
When one then 0.05.
We do not want to put, so why choose a very small? If we choose so it says if the alpha value is very small, the probability of committing a type 2 error will be large. So would that be the type 2 error will increase?
Yeah. I just read that.
I think that makes sense. You guys agree?
Did you read that in 4.5?
What's that?
Where did you read that? 4.5?
Yeah, it's 4.5.
Type 1 and
Under
type 2 errors.
Yeah, under the little box. I printed it out, so there's that little box that has the correct decision, the type 1 and all that stuff right under that. In the second paragraph underneath it, that's what it says. Does that sound, you guys agree or?
I agree.
Okay. Everybody else?
A or B?
It's 2.
2. Okay. So, are you guys ready for question 21?
Yeah.
Okay. If alpha is equal to 0.05, compute the probability of committing a type 1 error. I am not sure how to do that at the moment.
Me neither.
Are you guys?
Neither.
You guys don't know? Come on.
Is it?
Let's see. So is it where, well, we could do the,
I thought we would need other values.
Yeah, other information. That's what I'm thinking. Because we don't have anything else to go off of.
Unless maybe we're supposed to use information in 15. Those ones.
I don't, does it say that?
No.
Well, let's see. For a single mean with using a level.
We don't put it in the outlook, do we?
But there's nothing we can put in, is there?
Yeah, because we need a word.
There's not any other information.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna look.
gonna look at something. To compute probability. Oops. Probability of okay, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I'm looking up something, guys. But I don't know if it will tell me.
And all this error is that you rejected. This is the error of rejecting some value right over there, and then we have some statistic. And we are seeing if the null hypothesis is true, what is the probability of getting that statistic or of getting a result that extreme or
Guys, it's 0.05.
It's only 1% probability of getting a result.
You know that.
How can it be?
I got it from the group that's already posted their video.
Oh.
Really? No way.
Yes. Really.
So it's 0.05, just like it says?
Yes.
Okay. So
Wow.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over their answers again.
But why?
Because it's 0.05.
I don't know. Okay. All
I
right.
know.
But
Bad me.
I have a question about explain question 20. The type 2 error. You guys were reading that in 4.5.
Okay, so let me grab theirs. I believe they have the same answer as us.
Let's see.
They have 19 as type 1, which we have, and 20.
So Mackenzie, did you find that on the
reading?
Yeah. Where it says that?
It's not like making sense to me. Unless I'm reading it.
Well, all I know is it says if the alpha value is very low, very small, the probability of committing a type 2 error will be large. So he's using a lower number. The alpha is lower than the 0.5. It's 0.01, so that's a lot less. So it says if it's very small, the probability of committing a type 2 will be large, and that's one of the answers. So that's why I picked it.
Okay.
I don't know. I just read it. I don't know if I quite understand all of it at the moment, but.
Oh, and now I'm seeing it. Okay, I was reading it above the box. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's below it in the second paragraph below it.
Yeah, now I see it.
Okay, so are we going to submit? Did anybody submit?
Hold on, we're going to get a couple of them wrong.
Oh, no.
Did you already submit it?
I haven't.
I haven't. So question 20 they have as number 2. So we got that right.
Oh, good.
They answered For number 18, they answered number 2, and they got it wrong.
18. Oh.
So we didn't answer that.
Well, that's the one I thought was sufficient. So we picked 3, right?
Okay, number 16, they got 0.184. And it's right.
Really?
Yeah.
Which
The
one?
p-value. Number 16, the p-value.
What was it?
Number 16 is
No, but
0.184.
okay, because it looks like what they must have done was
It's only shaded the lesser.
Yeah, is it the lesser?
Yeah.
So it's only one side.
0.184.
Okay. So you only shade the one side.
Yeah.
0.184. Okay.
But it's still sufficient to fail to reject the hypothesis.
From the previous question.
They got 15 as what we got. I know I'm being bad.
You are.
As long as we understand what we did wrong.
Well, yeah. Why would we only shade one side? Because we talked about doing both, right?
Yeah. We said both some extreme or like that.
It says associated with the previous.
Let me see.
Oh, I get it.
What?
It says, what's the p-value associated with the z-score from the previous question? Just the one. It's not saying the negative 0.9 and 0.9. It says just the negative 0.9.
Oh.
That's why you would only shade one side.
Okay. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. All right. Are the other ones good?
I'm looking.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, that's right. Sample size is large, okay.
I think we're good.
Okay.
From what I can see, I think we are, but let me just double check.
So the only one was
Number 15. Or 16. Not 15.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going to submit mine, guys.
Okay.
I'll be the guinea pig.
Here you go.
Go to submit quiz. Okay. Okay, we got them right.
All of them?
Yep, they're all right.
Yay!
Yay!
So we changed only, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
We will see quality. So, Monday, we'll be doing the next two. Lesson 10 and 11, is that right?
Yeah.
Gosh, that's a lot.
Okay.
I mean, we'll just take it as it comes.
Okay, that's okay, guys. I just, when we meet, I usually don't feel like I've got it all down, you know what I mean? And I've got to go back and really study the different things, so. Okay.
Okey-dokey.
All right, guys.
I'll do